Welcome back to the Team Turner YouTube channel. Today I'm doing something a little different. This happens every now and then, every few years, but this is time. I am going through, redoing things in the shop. I've just managed to procure all of these shelves that I got used. They are amazing. They actually match the shelves that I have in the back, but I have a bunch more now. They've got Saab parts, Volvo parts, wheels, tires, a bunch of other stuff that I can store now, and basically have a ton more room, a ton more floor space. But the big thing I'm doing today, I'm working on the white Saab 9000 Turbo. This is a car that I've had the longest of any vehicle I own. It's been sitting in the shop, just getting dusty for a long time. It has no engine, and right now the engine is over here. And their transmission is over here, along with all the other parts. There's a lot to do. The plan today, though, is to get this car on the ground, at least the back. The front's going to be on a jack to roll it around. I need the back wheels on the ground. I'm going to get it outside, and I'm going to get it power washed, get the engine bay power washed, because as you can see, it's pretty nasty. It's got a little bit of surface rust here and there, and it just needs to be cleaned up before it needs to get repainted, really. So I'm going to have it repainted white. My buddy Chris is going to do it, same person that painted the van. But I got to get it clean before he can have a chance of getting it painted right. So that's the project today. And
so fast, all tied up like a captive. I'm to you. Used to pay to my mom life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I don't felt this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay up in making me stronger, making me stronger.
there's one of the great things about older cars that a lot of new cars don't have. Is this right here. That is a center jack point underneath the front of the car. Has it in the rear too, but it's actually a really nice spot where you can jack the jack up. And this pad on the jack is going to fit right onto that spot and hold it there, and you can actually use the jack to kind of steer the car around if you need to move it. It also gives you a nice place, obviously, to just jack it up and not have to do it side by side. But in this case, I'm going to use the jack as kind of the front wheels of the car and steer it. And I'm going to get it outside so I can pressure wash it off. Alright, car's outside. Flip-flops obviously weren't the best option for moving that because traction, but here we are. Jack's still under the front, using the front jack point. I've got all the electronics and things tied up towards the back of the firewall. Pretty much everything is out of here that is important right now that can't get wet. So I'm going to go ahead and get some degreaser on this. I'm going to soap it up and then power wash it off. Another side project that's going to happen is, well, here's where it was sitting. You probably can't see it super well in the video, but it is filthy underneath there. It's dusty and dirty, and there's some hardware and some little pieces and parts and stuff. I'm going to clean up underneath the car and just make a nice fresh spot, because honestly, this car's not going back there. Probably about the emptiest this shop's going to be for a long time. The only two vehicles in it right now are the RSP SC300 and the blue 86 Saab 900 Turbo. That's it. Now, I got sidetracked because the white Saab's going to be put in a spot in the shop that's a little closer to the workbench, and I'm going to move another car inside that I've been wanting to for a while and haven't really had the opportunity. This is a car that is going to be a street car. This Toyota Cressida right here. I'll go into depth a little deeper in this car in a later video probably, but for now I need to move it inside. It's got flat tires, it's got stuck brakes. I'm not really looking forward to this. Also has no engine.
Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. 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 You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous.
All right, well, before I move either one of these cars inside, they're gonna get cleaned. Last several steps of this process is to move the cars. Once the engine bays were power washed, I needed to move the blue-gray Cressida back into the shop. Once again, it was one manpower, and just pushed it back in. We're going to put it in the center rear spot in the shop. It was kind of a tight squeeze, but it did fit in there all right. And on to the next one. Then I moved on to putting the white Saab back in its spot, which is going to be up against the workbench. The cars that are closest to the workbench seem to get done, so yeah, I'd really like to get this one done. Maybe it's a good position for it, but I had to use the jack to help steer it, doing it pretty much blind. It was quite the ordeal to get the jack in the car over the little bump at the end of the shop, but I did it through anger and swearing. But yeah, we got it back in the shop, and here it is going into its final spot. And as you can see, I pushed it just a little too far, bumped into something. Yeah, such is life. Well, I did it, and I did it right before the rain started outside. But yes, the blue-gray Cressida is now inside, along with the Saab 9000. It's a little snug, a little tight in here, but there's enough room for me to work. And the way that I work, it seems like whatever is in this spot closest to the workbench seems to actually get finished. So I'm hoping that maybe that'll motivate me and yeah, give me something to do over the winter. I definitely want to get the white car done over the winter and start tearing into the Cressida also, because it's going to be a full tear down, rebuild. Yeah, both of these cars I'd like to get done and started this winter.